Hello and welcome back to Shards. We will be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after the whole little auditions thing. Cody was able to summon a little bit more of the little Nightfallen that he borrows, which I don't think he returned, unless that scene was implied. He didn't return it, so Hot Ram guy might get in trouble, but he probably returned it. Anyways, but yeah. So what else? A lot of people came to visit in the garden of Alvy's house. We saw Bean show up, everyone's favorite character, who was slowly kind of getting there to like the whole thing. It was like, I think you kind of play for the other team, dude. Or maybe you play for both. Also, Chelsea showed up, snitched on them, and Therium ended up showing up and, said like, hey, maybe you should focus a little more, And of course, what was her name? Haima shows up, and it turns out that she's the one that's been keeping, that they have been keeping, they've been taking care of the garden because they use it in order to escape and just be a little bit freer outside of the protective dome that is around the area. But yeah. What else? Oh, shenanigans. Shenanigans are about to ensue because Cody instills fear in Alvy. Anyways, but yeah, so let us end this update. Yeah, I'm okay. But I think I'll stop my lunch here. I sure hope so, after 4 sandwiches. Did Therium make you nervous because he's a figure of authority? Sure, among other things. So many people showing up uninvited. Does this bother you? Honestly? I thought that it would, but with you here, not really. Well, until our last visitor. But now that I have confirmation that you'll stay, I'm trying my best to ignore my displeasures. At least, I'm not scared about the thought of everyone knowing my location anymore. I'll have a talk with Chelsea about respecting people's privacy. I doubt you'll be the first one to do so. Yeah, some things are untrainable. Like a storm. Still, I'd rather go somewhere else, if that's okay with you. I'd love to. We could go watch a movie. Or the arcade. I love those retro ticket games. Don't you need to pay for those? With quarters, it's basically nothing. I don't want to rely on you to pay for me. You don't have quarters? I'm all out. Straight up bankrupt? Yes, turns out the real world is much more expensive than I envisioned. A single grand didn't last long. But that's alright. I have the food card and my house is free, so it's alright. It's not alright. A house comes with bills. You're gonna have to buy crystals for power unless you don't need light or electricity for whatever reason. Not to mention heating and water. Houses here come with internet bills too, unlike dorms. If you don't pay that, you might need to move to your dorm. I had no idea. I could help with some since I'm staying here too, but besides that, having some pocket money to spend is essential for someone your age. You're saying these things, but do you have some kind of solution? I do have one. Not sure how much you'll like it. I'll do almost anything. You need a summer job. It's autumn. Alright, an autumn part-time job then, whatever. I've never had a job before. I don't even know how you're supposed to get one. I'm probably stressing you out for no reason right now. We need to focus on not getting expelled first and foremost. Money problems can be solved after the test. For now, why don't we go for a walk in the park or something? Sure, it will be a great time to think about the new problems that you just shoved into my brain. I'll make it up to you with an ice cream treat. Fantastic compromise. Let's go then. Wait, more cream for you. I might have made a mistake. Too late to back down now. You'll disappoint me otherwise. Just hold my hand and start walking, you happy ray of sunshine. Of course this dog is happy when he gets to indulge in activities which otherwise would be taboo in his household, with a person that he would bring disgrace upon his family's name. Hey, I'm not that bad. Course not. But a snobbish, rich, noble family wouldn't appreciate your middle-class ass on their $1,000 chairs. That's alright. They don't matter. It's just you and me, and that dog. That matter. Thank you. That means something. Don't worry about it. Anyway, the two of you stroll down a winding path shaded by old trees, just a sharp turn away from the house, hands intertwined as you walk side by side, swaying away in a whimsical delight. The sun is bright and in full view, casting warm light that seeps through the leaves, creating a soft, dapple glow along the path. Your steps fall into a quiet, easy rhythm, and you share small smiles, glancing at each other with shy affection. Neither of you are quite sure where that promised sweet treat can be found, but you're satisfied with the sweetness of the dog's childish excitement. At a little pond, you both pause, watching ducks glide lazily across the water as a gentle breeze ripples the surface. You give the dog's hand a gentle squeeze and nod towards a pair of birds drifting close together, as if they're in their own little quiet dance. You laugh softly, seeing a bit of yourself and him in the simple harmony of those birds. For a moment, he looks at you and brushes his thumb gently over your knuckles, a small gesture filled with warmth. The path opens back up to the urban town, lit at a soft sigh as a reassuring clamor of people hits your ears. You certainly loved the quiet little time that you spent together, but it was starting to get too intimate for the current relationship status. Pretty sure we're away from any residential areas. Look at all these shops and restaurants and establishments. Yeah, I get your hint. Surely one of them sells ice cream. Please, if I truly thought that you forgot about our deal, I would have just reminded you straight up. You look like a man of your word. Now where do we... The dog's ears spring up suddenly. Do you hear something? Huh? Please, you have to. My life is on the line. I beg you. I'll do any. Hello? Morris, are you there? To your 20th surprise of the day, your partner drags you along towards the moans without much thinking. Hi, is everything alright? Hi, well, I wish that I could say yes, but I have a huge problem. A feeling of dread envelops me, for some reason. Rush hour is coming close to the cafe I work at and my boss needs me, but I can't go. My only colleague who can take my shift has pneumonia. Like, that's a real thing. Sure. And I have tickets for the big magic duels all the way in the city. They cost an arm and a leg and I can't just not go. But if I don't go right now, I'll miss it since the teleporters close early today, specifically because of the game. Can't you just call in sick? I already made the mistake of asking my boss if I can take off. You know, like a lame, honest person. So, now he knows. Well, we tried. See ya. Your arm gets grabbed with great force. Will you pay us? Huh? Huh? If we take your place, will we be paid? What the? Yes, absolutely. Double my shift's worth. And you can keep all the tips. That's where the big kicker is anyway. Will you really do that for me? Dude, you don't have experience in whatever this guy's job is. Good point. What is your job and how do we do it? Extremely easy, actually. You're going to be waiters, except that it's even easier than that, especially for someone like you, too. Petite, curvy, and good-looking. See? What do you mean by that? Something's fishy around here. You just have to bring out food and drinks, and if you spill some, don't even worry. Some people like that. Okay. Then just look cute and wear those special maid uniform. Hold! I knew it. I knew I should have nuked this town when I had the chance. This fucking fat... Well, this happened. I feel humiliated and used. I was an object of desire in a foreign body. I know what you're thinking, dear reader. Your host and his totally platonic friend in maid costumes satisfying customers for money. Thank you for sparing us that horror. You're welcome. My memory might be stained, but yours will remain pure. Still, I understand that curiosity eats away at raw flesh nonetheless. Like a train wreck, so beautifully tragic, you just have to know. Here is the resume. They were greeted by an evil boss with a devilish grin, half their size, but if I am any indicator, size doesn't matter. In being despicably evil, that is. They wore their uniforms with too little shame and started pleasuring their customers with food and drink, sweet words, lies, and obscene gestures. I would never lift up my host's skirt to take a look at his new panties. Let that be on the record. The story does have some twists. The man drooling the most over these two new hires turned out to be a certain shape-shifting tiger. That pervert. Cody seemed to be flattered by the way that he acted throughout his shift. That little no, he is a victim, just like me. The tiger is an avid frequenter to the establishment. He was just in the right spot at the right time, so at least he is not a stalker. At least they got their money's worth. The shift money even doubled. Wasn't amazing, but the tips. Let's just say that the dog didn't work his ass off for nothing. Literally. Will you ever experience what I experienced? See what I saw? I sure hope not. But there is always the chance. Sometimes things happen more than once. I hope that they got home by the time that I finish monologuing. I am going to let him off the hook for making me wear this in his mind as well, just because I pity him. Them both. Scribe out. Look at all the cash. Stop waving them around, you're just asking to be robbed. I have friends to help me if that were the case. Summoning is illegal, you'll go to jail again. I meant you. Are you not gonna help me? I wouldn't have to if you put the money away. Alright. What did you think? About the whole experience? I should be asking you. That was basically my element. I was obviously thriving. So you were bending over on purpose. I knew it. Well, you spilled your water on that man twice. It was an accident. I never carried that much with one hand. I swear that I didn't know that he had a humiliation kink. Goodness. What was your friend's name again? The tiger guy? Aiden? Yeah, he took a lot of pictures up your skirt. Oh, and you're telling me this just now? That is so embarrassing. Shame on him. Are you done? Okay, I let him. But it was for the sake of money. Then why did you give me your share? Because I like you and I don't need it as much as you do. That's nice of you. I wouldn't accept under normal circumstances. But I spooked you with worries? Kinda. But seriously now. You did enjoy it, didn't you? I felt cute and wanted. It was nice. Don't think that I'll do it again, unless my wallet was under once more. For someone so shy, wasn't it? A little embarrassing at times. It definitely was. But I feel like it's more embarrassing for the people that enter the cafe specifically for us. That's true. And it gave me kind of a rush. An adrenaline rush the whole day. It was also nice for the big boss to make that pie for us. Stop calling him that. But what if he hears us? Better safe than sorry. It wouldn't surprise me. No wonder that guy was so scared of missing a day. But now I am exhausted. Hey, that's my line. Are you more muscular than me? You should have more energy. Wow, that is not a sentence that I thought that I'd ever hear. I wasn't physically or mentally prepared to take on a real job, so it sure had a toll on me. Do you mind if I draw a bath first? My fur needs a long time to dry without a fur dryer, The house was probably built before those were even a thing. Go ahead, we cleaned the beds, but I still need to actually make it. I'll try it to be fast. Don't worry about it, take your time. You walk in the opposite directions for now. After choosing some clean clothes which look the exact same as your current clothes, you find the bathroom you so quickly and nicely cleaned earlier, all by yourself. Yes, Scribbles, thank you again for your help. Welcome. Unfortunately, the oh-so-helpful demon wasn't able to fix the door with the amount of magic that it was given, so you'll have to make do. It's fine. This isn't a public bathroom, nor are we high school kids to pull pranks on each other. Surely he won't take a peek through the hole. Alvy would never. Neither would I, in fact. Bullshit. You're the type to get into someone else's shower and masturbate less than a meter away. What? No, I would never. Maybe some alcohol would influence that thought. I'm not a drinker. Not even if the most attractive guy in town offers you a glass. Maybe, but still, I can control myself. Unless it's a lust rush. If you say so. I wonder if Alvy bought... Yep, we're having bubble bath tonight. The sun isn't even set. Shush, I'm supposed to relax after a stressful day, not argue. The hot water quickly fills the bathtub, and the bubbles making the solution rapidly work its wonders. You check once again that the door is fully closed before starting to undress. One by one, each article of clothing is placed by the hook nearby. You take your sweet time with every movement, delighted by the thought of warm water enveloping you, with the setting sun in your eyes and surrounded by green, lively plants. You caress your soft, long fur, checking for rogue lumps, but the only lumps you'll settle on are made of fat. Yes, you are very satisfied with your body, checking every angle like a peacock ready for mating. But even narcissism has its limits, and you finally step into the water. Oops, never mind. You're just testing the water and realize that it's too hot. Pussy. You feel the temperature too. Do you want to get boiled alive? You pour in some cold water and do a second test. At last, your relaxation can begin. You sink slowly into the warm bath, the water lapping around you like a gentle embrace, softening every tense muscle as you settle in. The light scent of lavender drifts up from the bubbles, mingling with the faint warmth of steam that curls softly in the air. Your fur floats lazily around you, warmed and softened by the bath. As you close your eyes, you feel the water cradle you, supporting you in perfect stillness. You stretch out, feeling the weight of the day melt away, each gentle ripple against your skin easing you further into tranquility. For a while, you simply lie there, enjoying the silence, the warmth, the calm, drifting into a world where nothing exists except this peaceful, comforting moment. Breathing deeply, you let go of every worry, every stray thought, allowing yourself to be completely at peace, wrapped in the soft cocoon of the water. A happy tune escapes your muzzle as you can't help but break into song along with the birds outside. Your voice isn't even that bad, actually. You might want to try and train it in the future. The overabundance of compliments from you lately is a real treat, Scribbles. Not to sound ungrateful, but, what gives? I'm just telling the truth, I guess. Trying not to lie just to avoid accidentally saying something nice is not always worth the effort. I'm glad the truth is so positive then. I know there are many bad things about me as well. It's your turn. What? Say something nice about me. Oh, your powers are very useful. You're a great mage. So, you like the things I do for you, not me. No, wait, that's not at all. Of course. I also think I like your voice, you're a great narrator, you're very talented, you're wiser than I give you credit for, you're fun to talk to, you're my first friend in a long while, you made my nights better ever since you invaded my dreams. Is all of that true? Huh? I didn't even get to say anything. You don't need to. I saw your choices. It's a bit hard to believe you think like that after knowing me for so little time, but I do want to trust your mind. You're cheating. It wouldn't be cheating if more than half of your mind wasn't blocked for no good reason. I don't actually know anything important about you, you know? You're going to be here for a long while, until my weak ass gets the power to summon you. So we got time. Yeah, loads of time. For now, I feel like taking a nap in the warm water. Would that be such a crime? If you want to risk drowning. I won't. A peculiar sound at the door disrupts your conversation. What the? Hi? Hello? What? Alright, I know that there are hooks for the robes right there, but I don't always have to be proper just because I'm from a noble family, you know? That is not even close to an issue. Then what is it? You look like you've seen a ghost. Nothing. Definitely nothing. Oh, of course. I have to apologize. I know that it was a bit rude and selfish of me yesterday to bathe by myself in the hotel room, even after you requested to join. But I was a bit emotional at the time. No hard feelings? That's fine. I don't mind. I feel like you do mind. Was it such a big deal for you? I can apologize in other ways too if that's not. No. No, it's not like that. It's the opposite, in fact. Do you, usually bathe with someone else, or what's happening? Obviously, who's going to wash your back and mine? Scrubbing is always easier to do on someone else's body. And it's not a bad time for some light conversation, either. I just did something incredibly weird again, didn't I? How can we be alive without doing the most awkward things imaginable ever so often? How wrong was my perception of this? Well, for starters, nobody bathes with someone else unless they're 5 years old or lovers, I guess. It's really not too difficult to do everything yourself. Should I perhaps just... No, it's too late. You might as well stay. Besides, knowing that you thought that was completely normal eased a little of my initial shock. Wait, so what did you think that I was doing if you don't think that it's normal? Let's talk politics. I'd rather die. Fair enough. Is it really more embarrassing than maid dresses, though? Maybe by a little bit. But you really enjoyed wearing it. Not as true as you would think it is. I mostly enjoyed you wearing it. Oh. You look good too, all things considered. Thanks. Although I do prefer the regular you a bit more. That's reassuring. To your surprise, with all of these lewd thoughts and embarrassments inside of your head, no lust rushes to be seen or felt. And only one came by today as well. I call that a win. Curious. The lack of legroom forces you to be comfortable touching each other's bodies with your legs, unless you don't want to intertwine them. Thankfully, by the time the bubbles start to disappear and the clear water reveals what's underneath, you're already used to the dog's naked presence, so nothing really changes. The relaxation properties of the water gradually diminish, along with the temperature, so it might be time for some actual cleaning. You take a sponge and some fur shampoo to start. Come here. But you said, someone's gotta wash your back, right? You wink at him with a smirk, maybe a bit straightforward, but he turns around and gets closer to you, not before betraying a hint of blushing. The fur on his body, just like his paws, silky smooth, soft, untangled. He takes good care of it. The muscles underneath lack definition, but these aren't the arms of a fighter, not the back of a swimmer, nor the legs of a runner. He's a musician, a scholar, a lover. Fragile and tender, but confident. That's Alvy. That's your friend. Or perhaps... Your mind goes blank for a moment, then another and another, like being intoxicated, the gentle hand of a dog being the only thing that you feel in return, pressing against your skin and deep into your thick fur coat. When all is done, only then do you return to reality. What do you say? What was that? The water's getting cold. Should we get out? Yeah, sure. This time, instead of staring like statues, you both look away politely as he gets up and puts the robe back on. I'll be changing in the bedroom since your clothes seem to be here already. Good idea. Your initial quick bath seems to have morphed into a full spa day, turning the last visible sunlight into darkness. Do you think that we'll get in trouble if I summon inside the house? I mean, there's nobody to see them, so it should be fine. Why would you want that? Some of them don't exactly love being inside their gems all the time. Then don't let me stop you. But is it fine with you? Depends on what you want to do with them. Nothing necessarily. Just have them hang around. Then yeah, I love little guys running around. Or big guys. Yours are pretty big. Thank you. They'll be grateful to stretch the legs a little. My fur is almost dry. I'll wait just a little bit before going to sleep. Good night in any case. I'll be downstairs if anything. What? Downstairs? There's no bedroom down here. Duh. The only other bed has a broken mattress, but the couch is soft enough, and I stole this pillow from one of your drawers. Are you sure the sofa is clean enough? I spent more time deep cleaning the bed. Maybe you should, just stay with me. In here. I don't want to be alone. The answer that you're about to give will forever and ever be positive, but even so, you want to consider the implications for a moment. Alright, I'll stay. Two young men sharing a bed with the moonlight showering over them through the window above their heads. Unlike the other night, you both decide that it would be best to wear something a bit more than simply underwear. Lust rushes might not appear, but regular boners are still on the table. Cody? What is it? I'm not sure what kind of dream you're about to have, but I'm sorry, in advance. It can't be that bad. Sorry for not being strong enough to be up front, that is. I don't expect you to. I'm totally fine letting you be the main character for a while. The secretive, mysterious new guy that I drag along on adventures just because I feel like it. I can't wait for more random adventures then. I hope you'll take me on many more. Those are the last soft words spoken between the two of you before sleep conquers your mind. It's only natural after a day filled with so much nonsense. Meanwhile... So he really does rub one off in this shower. That's hilarious. Does he also let his father deflower him in this one? Not here. He wants to be faithful for once. Interesting choice. Did you know that one is blind? Yes, I am not a fucking idiot like him. I would have been fooled, personally. Why am I not surprised? When is his stream ending? I want to meet them already. Soon. He only just got in. Back to you. Am I... Oh, thank goodness, it's a dream. I don't want to leave my bed so soon. Now, what am I doing here? Which part of my brain is this? Dark, dark, and more dark. Wait, weren't there more cracks of light in the darkness before? Scribbles? Are you here? I'm kind of in a hurry or another dream. Then get out of here already. Hey, there you are. Hiding behind the throne, are we? The throne that... Something's not right. My demon friend, cloaked in shadow and blood, sits on the ground defeated. Scribbles! What happened to you? Cody, you weren't meant to be here. Please just leave. You look unwell. That is even ignoring the bloody mess. I don't know how concerned I should be. I'm just patching up. Nothing to worry about here. Nothing to see. Think of the blood as a metaphor of some sort. Demons can't bleed after all. You still look and sound very tired. Are you sure you don't need some company? Some help? No, you can't help. But hey, I'm almost done, so we can go ahead and go somewhere else. The best way that you can help is to leave me alone. Just a couple more pieces and I'll be done. But why? Why are you so against the light? You complain so much about the darkness and loneliness in here. I have my reasons. You can't just remember your promise. You can't be upset at my secrets. The less questions, the better. But how can I just walk away from this? Alvy is my friend, but so are you now. I want to butt in as much as possible if it means that I'll help. It cracked more, right there in the corner. Do you see that, Script? Yes, I'm seeing it. This isn't going to work. I'll need another plan. But for now... Hey, wake up. Wake the fuck up! Seriously? You're waking me up just to not let me help? You're only making things worse. It's better that I keep you here. I need to sleep, you doofus. You can't just wake me up. I am not doing it just because of that. I have a special mission for you here, in the real world. What does that even imply? Will it stop your bleeding? Shut up about that. I told you that I'm fine. But that interaction did make me long for something. I need you to go somewhere. In the middle of the night? What time is it? 1 a.m. If you're saying that this has nothing to do with helping you, then my answer is... hell to the no. Please, it's important to me nonetheless. Promise that it's not just a trick to not let me in the dream, because I also promise that I am leaving you alone when I go back to sleep. I'm going to respect your boundaries even if it worries me. I promise. And thanks. I simply have a way to make you stronger, and I want to share it with you. Seriously? That sounds awesome. I hope that I don't have to do anything illegal. Not necessarily. You see, you found me in a magical chamber. My old ancient treasure are being kept in a similar place. There is a special medallion that I want you to have. How come this is the first that I'm hearing of it? I thought that it would be best to leave it out of your life. It's supposed to help you with your energy manipulation technique, but since you're a summoner now, it's not gonna be as useful. And you decided not to fight in tomorrow's battles, so that's one less reason to get it yet again. But... it is special to me, and I can't bear to have it buried in that place any longer. I want you to have it. That's all that I needed to hear. I dressed myself quietly to not wake Alvy and walk out of the room. Are you telling me that, or are you narrating? It was a narration, as a way to let you know that I'm going on your little nightly adventure. Fantastic. You know where to go. No. I certainly don't. How would I? Oh, right. In that case, I'll simply guide you. Onwards, my vessel. Are we having a problem here, little guy? Huh? Oh. I see. In front of you stands a little creature with a skull mask on its face. You remember seeing it in the dog's previous stream. It's weirdly cute, especially as it tilts its head curiously at you. Just shoo it away. We don't have time. Hey, little guy. Are you not gonna go to sleep? The Nightfallen looks at you up and down, and then at the door, after which happily struts up the stairs. Where do you think he's going? I think he's a little snitch, that bastard. Run out the door now, or never. Where are you going? Ah! Alvy, good, night, evening. How did you get here so fast? And all dressed as well. I ask my question first. There's just somewhere that I have to be, but I'm coming back, I promise. I wouldn't ditch you just like that. I know. I want to come with you anyway. Unless there is something that you really don't want me involved in. You can come. I would have to explain myself if you ever see the medallion anyway. Medallion? Long story. Come on. Although you didn't bother to ask the demon's opinion on the matter, he continues to guide the two of you towards a secluded part of the Academy's campus. The dog tries to hide his excitement as much as he can, but you can tell a borderline rebellious night stroll like this plays into his fantasies. On the way, you see blue butterflies dancing in the moonlight, flying alongside you. Hello, Therium. I've never seen butterflies at night, only moths. But what do I know about the real world? No, you're right. They're usually not out at night, especially not ones as big and beautiful as these. Maybe it's one of those things that you never notice, like your neighbors bringing in the groceries? Hopefully they're not caught by a bat or something. So, we're in a random empty dark place. Is this our final destination? Scribbles? Where to now? Scrib? Cody? Yeah, give me a sec. What are you looking for exactly? Should I prepare a summon to protect us, perhaps? We're not in any danger, I just kind of forgot. It's nice to finally meet you, young protégés. A shiver runs down my spine as I hear a low, soft voice behind us, almost like a whisper cutting through the air. Slowly we both turn around, and there they are, tall, cloaked in shadows. The hollow, dark eyes of the mask seem to gaze right through... No, not me. Alvy. Unreadable and haunting. The long, dark cloak drapes over their form, making them seem more shadow than person, as if woven from the darkness itself. They stand silently, observing or perhaps waiting for something, and in that quiet moment it feels as though the whole world stands still. Every instinct in me says to run, yet something in their presence holds me in place, compelling me to stay. It's you. Long time no see, Alphonse. You know this thing? This is the person that helped me get to where I am today. Also the one that used to appear in my dreams. Not anymore, though. I'm sorry, darling. Did you miss me? I am a bit busy with a world-ending threat, kind of, sorta. Not to mention that the new people that changed all of our plans. Why are you looking at me? That's alright. I knew you wouldn't be there forever. So Alvy actually liked the alleged demon inside of his dreams, just like me. Should I have been more truthful with him? Sure wish I had a second opinion inside of my head right about now. And Cody White, we finally meet. I can't wait to know more about you. But there's more than enough time in another configuration. Such an entertaining character you are. Thanks? I can't believe the other two wanted to dispose of you. Say what? I believe you were looking for this. I'm gonna take your word for it because I'm not even sure. A cold, furless hand drops the short chain of the medallion into your palm. I know he's shy around me. Don't worry too much. You... Shh. No need for drama. And Alphonse, good job. You avoided them nicely, just like I instructed. Does she know anything? Not as far as I can tell. Just don't wander off too far. I know. Will I ever see you again? You can't get rid of me that easily. I might not be whispering in your ear anymore, but I'll always be around. Trust me. You, young man, are getting so close to the truth and maybe something greater. Please continue to dig further. They are very pleased. That's what Therium said earlier. Good luck getting through tomorrow. I have a feeling that it will be a very busy day. We're not gonna fight, if that's what you're referring to. Oh, I know. I swear that I feel a wink behind the mask. I think that I've said more than enough. It's time that I go. What's that behind you? What? Damn it. How did you fall for that? If it were a clown saying that, I would have laughed. When it's a strange demon-like creature in the middle of the night, I take it seriously. That's reasonable. I didn't know that you were on good terms with it. Yeah, that's why I wanted some advice from professionals. I love Nightfallen, and I don't really have limits in that regard. I was wondering if it was foolish to trust someone like that. Honestly, I can't be the one to judge. I'm battling my own mental demons. Your aunt leaves you a house as a heritage. A strange demon helps you escape your crazy parents and trains you to use your summoning abilities. I'd say all the stars aligned for you to be here. I'm just lucky like that. Especially the part where I found you. I haven't done much to help. You gave me the confidence that I needed to succeed, among other more, personal things. What other personal things? Don't make me say it. I'm sleep-deprived and easy to manipulate. I'm sleep-deprived and forgetful. We're on even terms. In fact, you have like 10 seconds before my brain shut down. I'm exhausted. I guess. You just made me realize what real feels like. That's awesome, Miss Taylor Twiff. Can I have an autograph, please? I should follow you into the void as well. Sleep well. In the dream world. Scribbles was nowhere to be seen on the walk home either. Whatever he's up to, I'm not going to find out now either, since it seems that this dream is already morphing just like last time. Prodigy? Prodigy? I don't care how talented you think he is, or how much money this career makes. He's going to stay far away from these obsessed, perverted savages. Please listen to me. You can't keep him caged like this forever. He has so much potential, far greater than even mine. Well, that's not something to boast about. And it's not forever. Only until he's old enough to marry. Richard will be a worthy husband for him. More like a worthy investment. Enough! One more word out of you and you can say goodbye to these special commissions. I'm doing you a favor even allowing you to get close to him. Any hunter could do the same thing and keep their mouths shut for a little extra pay. If you would let me stay longer, I could even find the reason why they're attacking so much. Don't try to manipulate me, you witch. Have you taken care of the rodent yet? The cryptid Nightfallen? Yes, and it's a harmless and rare one. If only you could. Cynthia, I don't care how many times do I have to tell you. You're here to clean the trash. No more, no less. Don't tell me about what you find in the bags. Of course. Now go! Is she always this loud? I can barely hear your notes. C sharp, by the way, not D. Only when my aunt is here. I think she's doing it right outside my room on purpose. That's just rubbish. Want me to give her an earful? No. She's just gonna fire you. And you don't want that? Of course not. You're my only friend. What about the gem that I gave you? I'm still trying to get used to their presence. I'm not sure that I'll be friends with one anytime soon. Is that where you keep them? Under the floorboards? Is it such an obvious place? No, nobody would find them, especially your mother. I can simply sense them. I wish you were my magic teacher instead. You can't let her treat you like that, you know? She's my mom. What am I supposed to do? You're a smart boy, already an adult too. There are many things that you can do. My plans are still on the table too. I'm guessing your backpack is ready at any point. I'm keeping those options as a last resort. If you say so. I just hope that you don't live to regret that. Emergency. What? Emergency. Emergency call. Emergency call. Emergency call. What the? In the middle of the night? Someone better be dying. Hello? Cody, I'm dying! Dallin? Is that you? What's happening? Hey Cody, sorry for the sudden jump scare. The stress is slowly killing me, but not just yet. I, just needed to be sure that you're there and awake. Mission accomplished, I guess. Thanks a lot. Sorry, yes, it's me, Dallin. I got your number from Therium. I am so sorry for intruding on your free time. It's 4 a.m. Yes, you are very aware of your surroundings. That is very good for your task. What task? You're with Alvy Arufar right now, correct? How does everyone know that? Great! You see, I have run into a bit of a mess. Well, alright, not me per se, but I have to help my friends with some issues. It's a bit of a secret, multiple secrets really, so I know that this is a big favor and a burden on you, as a first year's, but there's really nobody better for the job. I love you, Dallin, but can you please get to the point? Of course. So, would you two be willing to present the battles tomorrow in my stead? Eh? The end of day 2. So, in order to spare Cody and Alvy having to join up in a pair battle, they decided to, well, I guess MindofFur decided to stick them as the announcers. I guess that is a good way to circumvent the pair battles. I wonder if they're gonna present like some other people, or if it's just gonna sort of like glance over that. Which, I mean, either way is fine. It would be kind of cool to have them like just present in general. I'm pretty sure that the whole reason why Dallin can't be there is because he's gonna be helping Aiden and Tate with the whole wyvern thing. Because if you recall, and if you've seen the Tate playthroughs, Tate has a wyvern egg, which I believe hatches around this time, and you eventually have to help Tate take care of it, but eventually he ends up taking it to, it eventually gets kidnapped and taken to a special place. So, depending on how things go, I'm assuming that Aiden and Dallin are gonna have to be dealing with the whole wild fur thing. Anywho, that'll be fun for them. Tate just putting his friends into trouble and danger. As usual. Anywho, I'm gonna just summarize the ending part because this is like really long. Anyways, so... Obviously, well, not obviously. interesting that Alvy recognized the mysterious cloaked entity, person, creature, Nightfallen maybe, person, as the person that was in their dreams, their demon. It kind of seems that, I mean, well, no. It was obvious that Therium was plan A in order to find Scribbles and then, like, you know, not merge with him, but like have Scribbles be summoned. But I guess Scribbles didn't want to partner up with Therium. And then plan B was going to be Alvy, but I guess Alvy was just too shy and too introverted to really do anything. So they had to default to plan C, which was Cody. Or maybe even plan C wasn't even plan C. He was just there because it kind of looked like Scribbles was like, hey, you, get over here. I need to jump into you. So, interesting. I do believe that there is another... I don't know if it's like if you die by choosing the wrong things, not in Therium's route, because if you die in Therium's route, then you just restart the loop. I'm trying to remember if it was, I think it's in Tate's. If you decide to be a normal person and not hang around Tate the entire time, you end up dying, and there is a game over screen where Scribbles is talking to some unknown people, and it kind of seems like Scribbles knows what's going up with Therium and this unknown person. So I'm guessing there is some weird shenanigans going on that we will be exploring further in the summoner route. Anywho, yeah. Also, something interesting of note is we're getting a bit more information on Aiden, and I do know for a fact that eventually Aiden's route is going to be rewritten, because, you know, it was the first route that was written, and there's probably a lot more plot that is present in Tate's and even in Dallin's, and of course Therium's and Alvy's, and eventually Scribbles' portion of the story that is probably not even any way, shape, or form being able to connect to Aiden's. So I'm probably sure that after this is done, the whole summoner thing, they're gonna rewrite Aiden's in order to be more cohesive with the rest. I think Dallin's only needs like a little bit of rewritten stuff, if I recall what MindofFur had said, where they had mentioned that they are gonna rewrite also, they're gonna do a little bit of quality of life update for Dallin's, but it's not gonna change that much. But yeah, so. Anywho, so yeah. What else? I mean, it's obvious that Alvy is very stuck on Cody right now because he's like the first person that he trusts. And he's learning to become more trustful as you saw when Haima showed up. And he's like, oh, here, have a sandwich. Let's talk about you for a little while. And he wasn't at all like scared or anything to have them there. He's obviously very into summons with the whole little like the gems of the guy that lends you the summons. I don't know. He's just like one of those sheltered kids that like finally gets out, and then it's like you're a little weird, you know that? Anyways, but yeah, so what are your thoughts so far? And thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Lost Shards yourself, you can do so by going down into the comments and... the description! And clicking the first link, which should have a direct link for the itch.io page where you can download the game and play it yourself. Or you can, you know, just go to itch.io.com and search Lost Shards, and it'll be there. Also, they have a Patreon where you can, you know, support the project and get earlier access to builds of Lost Shards. So there should still be one more update for Alvy, which will be the whole section with the pair battles and then what eventually happens. And if it follows like the whole Therium thing, it's gonna, I guess, end there and then rewind maybe. And then after that, of course, we're gonna get Scribbles. It's gonna be just focused on Scribbles. What else? Also, my link's down in the description in case you want to, join the channel as a channel member, which gives you early access to the videos that I upload as they're being scheduled. So this is being recorded on December the 13th. Hopefully I have it out by Monday, because this is a Friday. By the way, if you hear dogs right now, again, neighbors, very annoying little dogs. I somehow prefer the sound of a big dog barking over a little dog barking. It's just really annoying. Anyways, but yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, channel members. Become a channel member if you want to watch these videos sooner, as they're scheduled. And I do have a Ko-fi still, in case you want to, just give me money there. You could also do like the super chat thing where you could leave a comment, but like you leave a comment with money. Like a little tip, like, hey, I like your video, here's $1. What else? Also the throne page. Again, reiterating that Adastra and DWAT bought some stuff, and then also I'm gonna call them Cade because that's what it shows on their throne page. They bought a lot of stuff, and thank you guys for buying stuff. You guys are awesome. In case anybody wants to also buy, it's right there in the description. Anyways, but yeah, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.